Check out the Thinking Out Loud Network at thinkingoutloudnetwork.com.
All right. What's up, everybody? It is your assistant, your friend Crystal Cross, right here on the Morning Jam podcast. I'm excited to have G. Wade, the one and only of WadeWorksStudios from Atlanta. What's up, G. Wade?
What's happening? in Atlanta, but not from Atlanta. Let's be clear.
So you're not an original peach,
Nah,
as they say.
I may be I'm a transplant, but I'm
yeah, transplant.
I'm from DC, born and raised.
All right, cool. So just tell us a little bit more about G. Wade. I know you just said DC, born and raised. So tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, my mom and dad was a sharecropper. Say no.
That's funny.
Familiar? I don't know. Born and raised in DC. A kid who's always been into the arts. I've always been into this world of entertainment in some kind of way. Maybe didn't really know it while I was in DC that I was doing it, but as at a young age. But I knew that I always was in it. You know, that's from school plays to the local go-go band to the Glee Club. So I've always just had an interest in the arts.
Yeah. So you're saying the arts of music. So you've been in, are you a rapper or what is it? What did you do?
I choose not to rap, you know what I'm saying? I've rapped before. I mean, there's some projects out there. You can Google me.
Google under what? Google what?
You have to Google Google Street Sweepers, because that was the group. I was a solo artist, but never really put out any music. But when I was in the group Street Sweepers, we put out an album called M22. What was it? 65 with One in the Chamber. We released that early 2001 though. But it was an underground. It's still underground. It was a banger. We rocked that one. I feel real comfortable with that one.
Well, I've actually listened to some of the group, and you guys sound pretty decent. I wouldn't say y'all that, but pretty decent. I'm just kidding. You guys were really good.
First of all, we was killing it. It's like, no.
Guys were. Y'all were doing the thing.
I don't label myself as the MC like some do, like the other two that were in the group. However, I was the businessman. I always knew the executive side of things, the executive producer side of things.
Right.
I'm good with putting stuff together. So that's been my role. I was just able to say a few lines that sound good on a song. But
well, that's dope. That's cool. So in that, you say you were the business. So who was the writer? Who was the main writer of the group?
Well, everybody wrote. You wrote your verses, but let me not be. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I write my own rhymes. You know what I mean? I get busy. You know what I mean? No, I wrote a lot of my rhymes, but just like Diddy said, don't matter if I write rhymes. I write checks, and so there was a couple of songs. There were a couple of verses or whatever written for me.
So where did your love for music start?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I think probably just in the house, like most people say, when mom is playing music. But I kind of grew up in the house with my mother. Well, I grew up in the house with my grandparents, but when we moved with our mother for a period, the house was filled. She liked a lot of Caribbean music. I'm Bob Marley, Third World, that's, all of that calypso.
So you basically know how to do all that Caribbean. You know how to do all
two-step all day. Two-step, you know what I'm saying?
Two-step, that's all you can do is the two-step.
I hose it down on the two-step.
Come on now.
A drink in my two-step, you know what I'm saying? A drink in my two-step.
Well, that's dope. I love that you love music and all. That's pretty dope, because I'm a lover of music. I say I'm a lover of music, but a lot of people downplay that too, because they say, you ain't a lover of music, you don't know this or this. But my love for music is more in the gospel realm, because that's where I was born, raised, still is, and I can tell you all the gospel songs just about. But definitely for you, you're in the mix of things. So the gospel, the hip hop, the R&B. So all of that. So kudos to you.
I forgot who the artist or who the group was back in the day, but the song was "I Love Music." Any kind of music. I want to say the OJs, but that don't sound right. It might be the OJs, but I'm about to Google it. The OJs. I love music, any kind of music.
Yeah, that's dope. So if you can name your favorite hip hop artist or a song, what would it be, or who would it be?
I don't have one, to be honest with you. I don't have a top 5. I don't have a favorite. I like different.
No rapper, nothing?
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I was a mad fan of Big Daddy. I'm still a fan. First of all, let me be clear. But a big fan of Big Daddy Kane, EPMD. You know, the they call the golden era of hip hop. I'm a fan of that. Cold Chillin', BDP. Big fan.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. So so let us know where the love of now, the heart now of G Wade, which is WadeWorksStudios. So let us know, how did that all begin?
I said to someone that I was going to once we move into our new place, the big deal. I'm going to do hey, this is where we were and this is where we are now type of thing. But it started in '98. I had this idea that I wanted my own studio. I didn't know what I wanted in the studio. It was back in '98. I didn't know what I wanted in the studio, but I knew I wanted a studio. I wanted something that I would call it mine. And, you know, over the years, dabbled a little bit here, there with things, but it wasn't until actually 5 years ago. We just recently celebrated 5 years of WadeWorksStudios. We did a live for 5. In fact, he was here hosting.
Great event.
So it was something that I drafted on a piece of paper, saying this is WadeWorksStudios, and it came to fruition years later. 2000, was it 2015?
So basically, that where the concept of your business started, of WadeWorksStudios.
Say that one more time.
So that's where the concept started back in '98.
Yeah. Because again, I didn't know what was going to be in it. I just knew I wanted it. Yeah.
So where did it actually start? Did you have a place already? Was it in your home?
I was at home chilling. Yeah, but it started in home years ago. That's why I said I'm gonna do it from then to now. It's crazy. I was looking at some old footage. Me and my daughter were looking at some old footage of them when they were little, and in the bedroom. And I was looking at the bedroom. I was like, wow. I had a whole entire
studio,
office in my bedroom. Little big file cabinets, desk, the whole deal. It was epic.
Yeah, you over there at your desk and filing papers at the same time.
Fax machines, printer.
Wow.
In the bed, what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna show it at one point.
Wow. So tell us, what's the mission of WadeWorksStudios?
WadeWorksStudios, our slogan, the model that we go by, and I plaster it as much as I can whenever I post something. Wake up in your dreams. And that is the idea of anyone who is out pursuing their dreams. And I know how hard it is out here in this entertainment field when you're trying to break in and you don't know nobody, and false starts and failed attempts. Because I've been talking about music, I've been up to the New York execs. I got the rejection letters. Well, me and my cousin, we used to rap back in the day, but got the rejection letters. Thanks for submission, but no. Sitting down.
Denied.
Right,
Wow.
but I was excited because they responded.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Polygram sent us a rejection letter. This is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I remember even talking to he was Puff back then, Puff Daddy. This was again some years ago, before he was Puff Daddy. I guess when he was just starting Bad Boy. He will never remember this conversation over the phone, but it was just a brief conversation about me and my cousin. And he was like, all right, well, what he was doing, whoop, whoop. And but that was one of those things that just happened and never happened again. It was just,
Yeah.
I don't even remember how the phone call happened.
Wow, I would have been like all hype and all. So when I meet artists, I'd be like, oh, I'm like I'm on another level, but you gotta calm down. You gotta
act like you've been there before. But you might not be invited back to some sets. But
listen,
no, this is before.
I met Ken Jones and I scared the guy. I kind of screamed and he was like, what the heck is going on? So, I learned from there.
Yeah, you gotta act like you've been there before. But yeah, I mean, and it was Puff Daddy before he was Puff Daddy. You screaming at the Puff Daddy, but he wasn't Puff Daddy then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. So, are you happy now where WadeWorks is right now, or would you change anything?
I am. I'm definitely happy. We're steadily growing, even in the midst of this pandemic. It got slow for a little bit, but I never got worried, I guess you could say. I kept doing what I do and kept pursuing and kept coming in here and doing what we do. Me and Deacon Dirty has, I guess the no days off. We've recorded every week for 5 years straight. We have not missed a show. From the launch of the show till this past Saturday, we've not missed a show.
Consistency. That's it. I like it. Love it. And that's what everybody needs to get into. What their business, anything that their goals, you have to be consistent in what.
No flies enough to land on my head because I don't.
No, I don't see a fly at all.
All right, cool. I'm gonna tilt the thing so you can't see the top of my head if it's gonna. I don't want no problem.
No flies here. You're right. Good. You're good. So would you change anything?
Yeah, of course.
What would you change?
I'd have started a long time ago. I'd have started WadeWorksStudios a long time ago.
Wow.
That's what I would have.
That's changed. The only thing?
Mm-hmm. Everything else I won't say I've accomplished, but everything that I've said that I wanted to do, I just went and did it. So I said, I'm gonna start. When I was getting the rejections, and I was like, I'm gonna start my own record label. And I started a record label. And we put out 5 albums, something like that. 1, 2, 3. I think it was 5 albums, something. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to say we was Bad Boy or Sony, but I did it. I still did it. I started a clothing line from T-shirts, and I had a full body head to toe. So
you don't have any of that anymore. You don't have the record.
Well, I still own the label. I'm just not gonna do any more music.
So what's the label name?
I-66 Entertainment.
I-6. That's dope. So what did you come up? Why did you name it I-66 Entertainment?
Well, in Virginia, there's an interstate called 66, I-66. So I did a play on words. I said, okay, I-66, but there's 66 books in the Bible, so 66. So it's like you're taking a journey from Genesis to Revelation. That's all.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I like that. That's good. Right, well, I'm glad nobody can't steal that from you. Congratulations.
It's mine.
It's yours. Nobody can take it. That's cool. That's cool. What are some of your mistakes that you've had in this journey?
Not starting a long time ago. Everything else I won't even consider it a mistake because it was something that it was one of those things that was a teaching. Oh, okay, that's hot. Don't touch that no more. You know what I'm saying?
More like an aha moment.
Well, it's more like I tried that. That don't work. What if I tweak it a little bit and then do it this way? No, that didn't work either. Okay, what if I tweak it some more? So I don't think I wouldn't call it anything like mistake wise, because again, it was
more like lesson learned, huh?
Lesson learned, yeah. You should always have lessons learned versus mistakes, but you got to learn from them. Yeah,
that's cool. I only have known you since the beginning of this year. I remember the interview that we did. I think it was in January or February, and from then on, definitely I've known you as a consistent, working, I would say alcoholic to your job. And that's pretty dope. I love it. So in your doing of work with WadeWorksStudios, there is an outside job that you have to do. How are you balancing the two?
Well, I mean, but my outside job coincides with this. I mean, I work in television, so it's not outside of my wheelhouse. It's it's the hustler in me. It's not anything that's new. I just learned how to flip a different product. That's all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
have you always had that hustle inside you, or is it?
It's every day I'm hustling. I've always done it. I don't know what the drive where the drive comes from. Maybe seeing my mother work day and night jobs could possibly, or I just know what I wanted, and in order to obtain some of it, I had to do what I had to do to make it happen. And if it meant getting an overnight job or a night job, then I did it.
Yeah, that's dope. So you should actually do a video, like you leaving out of your place and have the song "Every Day I'm Hustling, Hustling, Walking." Every day you're hustling.
That theme song plays like, I guess, in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I hear it. You know what I mean? So if I'm
you hear it all the time.
yeah, if I'm bobbing, that's what it is.
So we're gonna go back to the music here for just a second, because I know that you are strictly a music. I can say that you know music like the back of your hand, which is really crazy. I've actually sat with you in studio and heard you just about sing every song that come on your phone or whatever. I'm like, how in the world? There's no freaking way that anybody can know every song, but you know every song. So is that like a constant thing that plays in your mind too, that you know every song, or how did it happen just from years of working in entertainment?
I don't know if I know every song, but I definitely love music. I don't, and again, it's any kind of music. So I don't care if opera is on. If there's some kind of way I can find the beat in it, find the groove in it, you're going to see me start to bob to it. It's rare that I would sit still when a song comes on. And I don't mean that I get up and dance. I'm just saying that I literally start to move to the song.
Yeah.
And you know, songs, you hear it enough, it starts to seep into you. But you know, I guess it's just a matter of what you do when you allow the songs in. I just listen nowadays. I just listen to it. And, oh, I like that. That's hot. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So how in the midst of your day-to-day job in your WadeWorksStudios, how I know that can be overwhelming at times. I know now that work is picking up and everything at WadeWorksStudios. So how are you for Wade, how are you keeping your mind together? I can say, is there a time where I say, okay, I need to set this aside and just relax?
No, woosah. I'm not the, well, you know, me, I'm not the deep person. I don't do a lot of Jack Cousteau. Now that's above your pay grade. That's before you. You know, you might remember Steve, I forgot the one who got killed when the stingray hit him in the heart. He was from Australia.
Yes. Yeah.
So you might remember him, but see, I go back a little further to Jack Stowe, who used to go deep into the sea and show us these deep, you know. So, but again, I'm not the one to go deep, but I work as into the Lord. I whistle while I work. I love what I do. I remember a documentary or something I watched. It's probably like in the 80s, where they were talking to some of the employees over at Disney. It's a Disney World in California. And I remember Disneyland, one of them two. And I remember the reporter asked him a question, and he said, where else can I go? He says, where else can you go every day where you can play? And when he said that, it was like, wow.
Yeah. That's
what I want to do. I want to go to work every day and enjoy every moment of it. And so I enjoy every moment. I don't care if I got 7 clients lined up or 2. I enjoy every moment of it. I treat everyone the same. Well, you've seen, I feel the love across the board.
Absolutely.
When you walk into WadeWorksStudios, you know, and you hear me say this all the time, give them the Chick-fil-A treatment.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like the Chick-fil-A treatment.
Exactly. You show them mad love. Show them love because they don't have to come here. You know, they could, as Jay-Z said, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you here with me. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. And given the fact that this is, not to sound weak, but given the fact that this is mine, this is my baby, this is the thing that, there was once a dream, there was once just jotted down long before I learned, write the vision, make it plain, long before I write down your goals, long before I knew any of that kind of stuff. It's just something that I knew, that I wanted and put down on a piece of paper. I wish I could find it so I could just show the drawing along with, everything else.
Frame it up, put it on the wall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It probably is somewhere. I'm gonna have to start looking now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look and find it. That way you can put it like behind you on that wall.
I'm gonna put it in my office. Right.
Well, that's dope. So what can you tell someone that's right now that's trying to be an entrepreneur, that's starting their own business? What can you say to them to give them some encouragement?
That nobody told me that the road would be easy, but I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. So I would say, whatever it is you planning to do, know that you really want to do it. And I always tell people, especially when it comes to this entertainment thing, but anything, if you're not willing to work for free, you probably really shouldn't be doing it. Because anything that you love, you'll do it for free. That's that. And two, stay at it. Because, there's going to be a lot of times when you open up the doors to your business and no line's going to be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
Open it. You're going to step on stage and no crowd's going to be there. You're going to print up your T-shirts and nobody's going to buy them. You're going to, do a lot of things and nobody's going to be there to support it. But it comes from the movie Field of Dreams. But if you build it, they will come. So you just have to stay consistent at it. Even when you put on a show for 2 people, like you're putting it on for 2,000. You put on a show for 5 people, like you're doing it for 500,000. You just you give it all your best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And again, know your craft, know how to talk to people, network, because your network, like they say, your network is your net worth. And don't be afraid of no, because no is just a step closer to yes. One step closer. And I know that's cliched in a mug, because yeah. But it is what it is. There's a truth to that. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is, whatever you do, don't give up. Yeah, that's dope. So what's how are you planning to now? I wouldn't say grow WadeWorks, because it's already growing. So how do you plan to keep it prospering? Well, along with the podcast that a studio of podcasts that people come in and record or rent out the studio and all that kind of stuff. The expansion part of it will allow us to be able to do more, because I've been able to see what I can do with what we have right now. And I said, well, if I extrapolate that, if I put that on a bigger scale, just imagine the other types of people that will walk through this door. So the plan is, there's in a sense, like a 2-year plan, that, maybe might kick off even before then, but there's like a 2-year plan to even expand it, because I have some things that I want to do. I got content that I want to create. I'm a film maker. If y'all haven't, go check out notmyownthemovie.com, notmyownthemovie.com, and check out my film, Not My Own. I have content and I want to put it out. You see my promos. I put out something quick just for some fun. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I do it with my eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy too, because I watch and I was like, dang, how did you just come up with that? You're so gifted and talented in what you do. So I love that you put your whole heart into WadeWorksStudios, along with what you do on your day-to-day. So for someone that's, just willing to
pour into other people's. And I mean, like I said, I've been around you enough to know that it's like a constant love for each one that walks through the door. And we, because your sister and your friend, is at WadeWorks all the time. So, and just being a blessing to us as well. We thank you, Wade, for opening the doors, having a great, clean, amazing place for us to come and shoot our podcast, take pictures, do interviews, and more to come that's with WadeWorks. So I'm excited. So are you looking forward to moving to another place? Or are you going to try and take on the building that you're in?
No, this building wouldn't suit the things that we want to do. I like the location, to be honest with you. I pulled in earlier today, and as I pulled in, I just had this thought, wow, what if you pulled into this and this whole thing was yours? Not the building that we're in, but the whole thing. I just saw, it was just this quick little a glimpse or whatever that I got, and I was like, that's interesting. But like I said, there's like a phase. We're like in phase 2 of what we are in, but there's another phase to it where we will actually expand into a building of our own where we can facilitate more of the things that we do, that will allow more TV shows to be filmed, because people film TV shows here, movie scenes from movies. We just had something out recently, a TV series come through and do some taping. And so, and going through to different studios here in Atlanta has allowed me to see, I like what they did over there. I like what they did with that. I'll do that. I don't like that, but if I did that, I'd do it this way. So I started gleaning from other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And just easing it into your work as well. Well, that's dope.
And some of it's just waiting right here because it needs the space for it. So
yeah. Got a little space back there. Say, hey, okay, this is it's gonna be when the next phase appear, and it's gonna be bigger and better. Well, congratulations on that as well. I do appreciate, like I said, we appreciate you. I know the different podcasts that come on appreciate you as well. Can you tell us, is there going to be a next big interview? Because I know that you had a state representative there not too long ago in the studio.
Yeah, she came through like a live get out and vote type of thing, which I thought was awesome to be doing it here from WadeWorksStudios. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a good, you know what I mean? Whether you agree or disagree with her politics, I don't know, and wasn't the issue here, or the concern. It was, they used the facility. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it was something I was probably totally against, like that didn't want to use it. Yeah. But I don't know.
Welcome here.
There's a few things that we cooking. We got I'm there's an old commercial.
You're not big on telling who's gonna be there now.
I don't like to serve wine before it's time. I like to let it age, man. I like to I'm doing something right now that I'm not even, people are promoting it right now, but I'm not even promoting it right now. I'm like, once you give me a date that it's going to come out, then I'll start promoting it. But, I'm excited to be a part of this particular project. Like I said, and I got some other things that a passion project of my own that I plan to do. I had written a couple of stage plays, and one of them I'm going to adapt into a film. But I'm just waiting for the right time, and as soon as COVID kind of,
hey, could she be a part?
You might have to audition or something. You know what I mean?
I don't want auditioning at all. Well, that's dope. Congratulations on that. That's dope. I like it. I love that you have your hands in so much stuff.
Well, it's not in so much stuff. It's more so it's the stuff. It's like it's in so much stuff in this regard. If you're baking a cake, what are the ingredients that go in the cake? You got flour, you got eggs, you got sugar. Do you put milk in it?
You have oil? No milk.
Okay.
Water.
You put the vanilla abstract.
Yeah.
So you got different ingredients, right? But it's making the same cake. So my hand is in multiple things, but it's for the same purpose of building WadeWorksStudios. So I'm not out there with a car lot and a chicken lot, which I would do. But right now the focus is WadeWorks and building it up, and dealing with and working with and putting all the ingredients that would help bake this cake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know if you did this or not, so I'm waiting.
I did.
Okay, awesome. So I know for you, I lost my train of thought right there for a second. It's gonna come back.
Right.
Okay. So how did you handle like any adversity or any doubt within WadeWorks Studio or within yourself?
I don't know. I've always been the person, and this is even when I was younger, when I was scared to do something, I would tell someone, do me a favor and just dare me. I wouldn't say do me a favor, I would just say dare me. And then like, what are they, dare me to do it? And then like, I dare you, and then I do it. So that made me, just do it. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing is, when I say I'm going to do something, when the words come, and not when it's around here, but when the words come out of my mouth, I'm now, as far as I'm concerned, bound to those words. I just said that I'm going to open up a studio. So now I have to open up a studio. You know what I'm saying? I said that I'm going to start a clothing line. Now I got to start a clothing line. I said I'm going to start a record label. Now I got to start a record label. I said I'm going to do a Now I got, and then I just do it. I started working my way to making it happen.
And this may be a weird question, but I want you to look at Crystal Cross here and encourage.
Am I looking at you right here?
Yes, look at me right there.
So
no, right there. So look at me.
Looking at you?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Tell Crystal Cross some encouraging words on, especially being and working, that I do my podcasting. I have Your Sis and Your Friend, I have the Morning Jam and different stuff like that. And also Heart to Heart that's coming to WadeWorksStudios. So encourage me on those, because a little bit about me personally. So connect with me here.
Well,
to Crystal.
I say to you, like I've said to you before, focus on the one thing. It's all right to have all of these things. I get it. But something gotta pop. So if you focus on the one thing, if you make the one thing the main thing, and let it grow legs, let it, take a life of its own, and then start to branch it out and start to mix in the other ingredients. But I would pick the one thing. I would choose the one thing so that you'll be here with it. Your mind won't be fragmented. And you're trying to, oh, did I do that? Oh, shoot, nothing's. It's like the saying, jack of all trades, but a master of none. And you don't want to be a master of none. So if you can just master, if you master one, I always tell people, I want to know a lot about one thing and a little bit about everything. I want to know a lot about one thing and a little bit about everything else. And the one thing that I know is this entertainment thing. I've dived or delved or whatever and jumped into it, always been into it. I'm not the not an A-lister or I'm not a run around and hey, this is who I know and this is what I don't do none of that kind of stuff. I was on a set of a show recently, and one of the ladies that's a part of it said, gee, I sat with you for a whole hour. You never mentioned that you do any of this. Like I said, it wasn't about me. We were talking about you. And so we were talking about you. I kept it on you. You'll learn me just when it come out. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I operate. So I would say the one thing, focus on the one thing. I know it feel good to feel like all of this, I got this. It ain't gonna do you no good. You're gonna be fragmented and it's gonna slow you down. You could have done that way quick if you just stayed with the one. Why are you dragging 7 if you just carried one? You know what I mean? So.
Well, thank you. Great encouragement there. Thank you so much. I look forward to working on that one thing and making it expand into 4 things. So thank you for that. So with WadeWorksStudios, are you planning to have employees there? I know that you and Deke and y'all work hard as all get out, because I've seen you guys. So are you planning to have more employees there at WadeWorks?
Absolutely. You know, that is certainly the intent as we grow. I'm also going to incorporate, and this was discussed with me the other day, incorporate, I got to figure out all the logistics, but incorporate some kind of like a high school training thing where students can come and learn the world of radio and podcasting. Because I got my start in radio when I was in the 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
I took a summer job, I got a summer job from the summer job program in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Many people have made fun of this man, even in Living Color, made fun of this man. But the late, great Mayor Marion Barry, who oversaw that summer job program, who was amazing in DC. Go to DC and ask about him. In spite of his problem, go ask about him. He had the summer job program, and I got a job working in radio. And this is back when you put the needle on the record. And
wow.
You know, I was in there. I was nervous. I was young, dumb, didn't know nothing. You know, put the needle on. I'm trying to put the needle on. My hand shaking.
Shaking it all.
No, I would literally stop the record from spinning. Like I would stop it and hold it.
Pressing it too hard. Oh,
no,
you were
from spinning.
Oh, that's terrible.
It put the needle on. So then it go like this. Like, yeah. But I was nervous. I didn't want to be like this, skipping.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that was my first soiree. Soiree, is that the word?
You're fired.
That was a summer job. I held that job for the whole summer.
Well, you had to learn. Yeah, that's dope.
It was fun. It was fun though.
Have you did this yet? I'm sorry. Okay, cool. That's cool. Okay, so let's get into a little bit back into the music. For me, I've been in music all my life. I've been a singer with my sisters, not to pop my collars. Well, I am a little bit. So I know that music plays a very big part of your life. Mm-hmm. So has there been a time in your life where music has delivered you from a place where there was hurt, there was a little stressed out, a little bit, oh, okay, I can't do this anymore, I need to quit this? Has it been that for you?
Yeah, man, I remember the song.
What's the song?
You know, if I think on it too hard, I might be sitting here like, you know what? And then but,
we don't need to do that.
But it was the year was 1993. What's 5 years? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 1993. I was working at this law firm. Well, it was a law firm, but it was the law firm. It was the DC Bar Council where they policed the other lawyers. So if lawyers were being unethical, then they would investigate. But I was working there, and I was working in the, I guess you could almost say the mail room. But it wasn't a mail room, but it was like mail room. And I was standing at the Xerox machine, the copy machine, and this was right after some issues that I got myself involved in, where I had some issues.
Everybody did.
You know what I mean? And but thank God. And but yeah, I was standing there listening to my headphones. I had my Walkman on, and the song came on. It was Yolanda Adams, "Through the Storms." And as soon as it came on, it caught my attention. And as I started listening to it, it just did like this.
Oh,
so,
wow.
While I'm copying papers,
wow.
That tear just said, "Bloop." And I was like, she is speaking to me. She's spitting right now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Yolanda is spitting right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the song, and it's something about that song changed everything I thought about what I had gone through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait a minute. So in spite of this, God is still bringing me through the storm. God is still, he's the captain of the winds and the waves, and you know the song. And I was like, this is so dope. I like Yolanda Adams. So then I bought it.
Who cannot love? I personally love Yolanda Adams. She has a huge, huge voice that's out of this world. Okay, so how did that song go?
Storms of life will blow, they're sure to come and go. They meet.
Okay. It's like, what is it? Yeah. The storms of life may blow, they surely come and they go. Oh, my sister used to sing that all the time. My sister that passed away. Oh my goodness, that was the song that made you cry.
Yeah.
Wow.
It made me drop one because I was misty, but it's here. Because I was at work, so I ain't want to be in there like, you know what?
It touched your heart.
Yeah, it's because I had to gather myself because I still had to deliver some papers. I was
let me go ahead and straighten myself up. I got
right. I'm a man, Gina. You know what I'm saying? I can't mess around. So
wow, I love that song.
That's to this day. That's my song.
Yeah.
Real.
That's dope.
And the other one was Boys to Men on Bended Knee.
Okay.
How'd that song go? Tell me how to do it the way it used to. Oh God, give me I'm down. Yeah, it was on Bended Knee. That was
Bended Knee. Okay. I know the song, but I don't know every word to it. So
yeah,
can't help you there.
It was a couple songs now. All right, you making me go back and I'm gonna start crying again. I'm like, you know what? That was because it was doing a breakup. That was a breakup song right there. It was
a breakup song for you.
My heart was hurting bad, boy. My heart was hurting bad.
Okay, so let's play a game. You brought me on something right quick. So let's play a game here. I'm gonna name a word from a song, and you tell me what
word.
Yeah, just a word. You come on now. Well, let me just. All right, let's see how it goes. We'll try it. All right, so let's see here.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's see what we can do here. This is exciting.
Skills to the test.
Let's see here.
What are we in? What field are we in? What genre are we in? Are we in R&B? What is this? Hip hop?
R&B. R&B.
I see a fly coming around or something. I don't want it to land on. Find it? Not yet.
Hold on. I'm getting it.
What are you on YouTube?
I am.
That's too funny.
Well, I'm gonna see if you can sing the song or know the words.
I may hum a few bars, but I don't.
Yeah, hum a few bars.
Yeah. Is it a 4-word? Is it 4 words in this song that go something like "Before I Let Go"? Is that what you get? I already know that one. I got my card. Don't worry about it.
I know it's terrible. You just snatched my little card. Said I'm not even. That's not cool.
Gotta represent. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is not even working for me right now.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna name a song. You tell me who's singing it. No diggity.
Blackstreet. I like the way you work, kid. No diggity. Got to bag it up. I like the way you work, kid. No diggity.
Cool. Cool. All right. The Boy Is Mine.
The Boy Is Mine. Monica and Brandy.
Yeah.
I to see the boy is mine.
Okay. Real Love.
Real love. Searching for a real love.
Who sings it?
Mary J. Blige, come on, man. That's the queen right there.
All right. Hold on.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me think. Hold on. Dang, somebody gonna get it before me. That's if I was trying to win that Jamie Foxx game show, I would have lost. Hold on. To your love, you got to hold on, and vote.
Yes. What? Wow. Okay, creep.
And so I creep. Yeah, they don't know what I know. That song. TLC.
Who sings it?
Come on, man.
You said TLC? Okay. Okay, you make me wanna.
You make me want to Usher.
Dang. See what I'm talking about? You know every freaking song.
This is what I do.
Okay, one more. Last one.
You're gonna try to do gospel.
No, I'm not. It's still an R&B.
Mississippi Mass Choir. I don't know.
This is how we do it.
James Cleveland.
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
I don't know if that's it or not.
Do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it.
All hands are in the air. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's dope. You know every song.
I know a lot of songs. I won't say I know every song.
Jeez, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But
So,
yeah.
let the peeps know how they can connect with WadeWorks, get in and start their podcast with you, all that good stuff.
You can definitely find us on the web at WadeWorksStudios with an S at the end. WadeWorksStudios.com. WadeWorksStudios.com, or on social media, WadeWorksStudios. Now, if you go to Instagram, we've been hacked. And so our new IG page is WadeWorksStudios1. WadeWorksStudios1. You put the 1 at the end, and that's how you can DM us there. WadeWorksStudios at Yahoo. And then and hit us up, man. Come through, check us out, tour the facility. People come through, fall in love with the place. We work hard to give the place that feel of comfort.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on.
That is too funny.
Sorry about that. So that's dope. So that's awesome. Any other final thoughts that you would like to give to someone that's listening right now?
I don't know. Whatever it is, big or small, do it well or don't do it at all. Show you right. That shout outs to the late great Chuck Brown. Listen, if you have any thoughts of doing something and you're trying to figure out how to do it, how to start, tell you a quick story. Back in DC, this is before I started anything. I wanted to start some t-shirts. and in DC, there was this famous popular brand in DC. I think it was Madness, but the shop was called the Madness shop or something like that.
I thought you were going to say FUBU.
No, not FUBU, but that's New York. Shout outs to John Damon.
Oh, okay.
Damon John. But no, this was in DC, and I remember going into the store, into the clothing store, and I was like, "Oh snap! This is the store that sells the clothes. That's what's up." And then the owner was in there, and this is what I'm going to tell y'all. I said, "Listen, man, I want to start t-shirts, man. I want to just, give me some t-shirts started and everything. What should I do?" And he said, "Just start." And I was like, "Right. So what I'm going to do, I want to start them, but what should I do to start?" And he's like, "Just start." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm going to do." You know what I'm saying? But what do I do to do? And he did like this. He put his hand up for me to be quiet. He said, "Just start." And I was like, "All right. I don't know what that means, but all right." And so I said, "Okay, well, I'm going to just do something. I'm going to just start." I went and bought a packet of t-shirts, a dozen of t-shirts, 12 t-shirts, printed something on them, and I gave them away. They said, well, why'd you give them away? Because I wanted people to be wearing the T-shirt. I thought that was more beneficial to me to see people wearing it than to be trying to sell it. And so by them walking around with the T-shirts on, they became my advertisement, which meant I went and got more. And then the thing that took it to another level is because I was doing music and in hip hop and rapping and all that kind of stuff, I was heavy into the scene of what we call Christian hip hop, CHH. Heavy. Yeah. I mean, heavy. I traveled a lot of places with this music. And but what I used to do, I would have my booth set up and all that kind of stuff because people knew me for the clothing. They started knowing me because I would set up shop. Even when people wasn't buying, I just set up the shopping, set up the booth anyway. And then I would go up to the rappers that I knew that I was mad cool with, or some that was dope, but I didn't know. But I was like, I got an idea. Listen, do me a favor. I got this T-shirt right here. Do me a favor. If I give it to you, will you put it on right now and wear it on stage?
Yeah.
And you can have it. And it's like, bet. That's what I started doing. So it ended up in magazines. It ended up on CD not covers, but inside a CD cover.
Yeah.
From different like popular artists. And I was like, oh snap, I'm on to something. You know what I'm saying? And then it grew into a full body outlook clothing. But the downside is it's expensive to maintain that kind of that kind of thing. Because I used to go up to New York and get the clothes, get the wholesale, all that kind of stuff. But when you traveling and then you're buying and then you got to get all your designs put on, you're setting up the booth with the hopes that somebody will buy them. Some people will, some people won't. You become upside down. So it was like, I can't afford to keep doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it did give me just the insight in knowing that just like I'm gonna take it back to like 88, 86. Okay. And I was on the phone with a buddy of mine. So I was like, yo, I'm looking out the window of my bedroom. And I said, yo, because you know, we was kind of active is all I'm gonna say. And I was like, yo, I'm looking out right now out in this parking lot outside of where I live, yo. I can see this thing, you know what I mean, popping. And he's like, oh, work for real? I was like, yeah, man, I can see it doing something. And fast forward to, it was maybe like the summer that came in, and it was nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I just took that mentality and said, if I can create that on some doing some crazy stuff, just imagine what I can do doing something that you know, I ain't got to run for. I ain't got to be getting pulled over for. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I did. And that's what I still continue to do. I'm like, I can do this. There's no reason why I can't do something. And if I can't do it, so be it. But I'll do something similar. You know? Yeah. And that's what I do. The idea comes. If I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, I just keep imagining it until I can. If I'm doing something and it doesn't come out the way that I want, like when I put out the trailer for the movie, we shot the trailer like 3 times, and I wasn't happy. I was like, it's not the way that I see it. This could work. Yeah. That's not the way I see it. And it wasn't until I got it the way I saw it, that I was like, now I'm comfortable with putting it out. You've been here. You've seen the chairs out now, Bobby.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to be satisfied till I got them. I saw them online. And I was like, I want those. And there's nothing else that would suffice. And so, you know, but that's just the way I operate. My mind says, well, that's what I want to do. I've adopted the doughboy mentality from Boys in the Hood when he was probably like 7 or 10. When he was like, they was walking through the alley, and after they had the issues with the football. Little Doughboy, Ice Cube's character when he was young, Doughboy said, man, I'm going to the store. And I'm not doing that, something on my ear. He says, man, I'm going to the store. And one of the friends said, man, you ain't got no money. He said, I'm going anyway. And so my mentality just became, well, I'm doing it anyway. Well, you ain't got no money, but I'm doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure it out as I move along. You know, the money will come, or some kind of ingenuity or creativity will kick in to where maybe I won't need the money. Maybe I can barter with somebody. Maybe I can say, yo, man, I need a favor for a second, bro. And somebody hold me down. But the goal is to get it. And so that's just what I do. And, you know, so far it's been working. So I guess they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I love the hustle that you have. So there's such grind in your everyday, you know, work that you do. So I'm looking at you. I always spit a little bit in your ear and be like, hey, G Wade, I'm loving the way you're doing things. I'm loving the hustle. I need that hustle inside of me. He said, well, you always say, just do it. You know, you always tell me, what is it gonna hurt? If you fail, you fail. You know, keep pushing. Don't just stand there and stand still in it. You always say if there's a no come, there's going to be a yes too. So I do love the grind that's in you.
And you hear me say it all the time. I think I said it a little earlier. Like, in fact, I did say it a little earlier. I said, you know, you never know where the lesson is going to come from. So while you hear me quote a line from a song, or a verse from a song, or a line from a TV show, but that's so simple. But look at how it applies to this scenario, this situation right here. And so I just grab stuff. I'm like, I like that. I'm gonna hold that. And I like what they said then. I'm gonna hold that until it's time to use it. Mm-hmm.
So you always take a little piece out of a song too.
Songs, TV shows, movies. You say a verse, you say a phrase that has nothing to do with a movie. I'll find a movie that it comes from. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. Just the way I operate, I guess.
Yeah, well, I definitely appreciate you for being right here on the Morning Jam podcast with your sister and your friend Crystal Cross. You guys can connect with me, your sister and your friend Crystal Cross, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Crystal Cross. Have an email, crystala.cross@gmail.com if you want to send out a shout out or you want to be on the show. I appreciate WadeWorks for being here, G Wade for being a part of the Morning Jam podcast. I appreciate you, bro. Keep on keeping on, baby. That's what Carlton Pearson always say. He's gospel. You know that.
Who says it?
Carlton Pearson. Keep on keeping on, baby.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
You know, I'm familiar with Carlton Pearson. I'm not familiar with a lot of his music. So
yeah.
Hey, I ain't say I knew it all. You know what I'm saying? And be sure to check out our podcast too, G Wade Podcast, on the Thinking Out Loud Network at thinkingoutloudnetwork.com.
Yes. Also, my podcast airs every Monday at 12 a.m. So y'all got to wake up early. Oh, y'all don't go to sleep.
It drops at 12, so you can listen to it anytime. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Cool. It drops at 12 a.m. So you can listen to it anytime on Mondays. So connect with this, go out and listen. I've already done a few, so you guys have to tune in and listen to. I'm doing an episode right now called Love Over Loyalty or Loyalty Over Love. Which one do you choose, Wade?
Loyalty, 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 loyalty.
See, there's a song.
You can have love.
You want the loyalty and respect.
All day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Tina Turner said, "What love got to do with
it?" There you go, another song. But that's real life. I choose loyalty as well. You can be loyal to me any day. You can, love me too, but I'll take loyalty. Well, thank you guys for tuning. Thanks, G Wade, for being on the show again.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Maybe you'll join us on talking the episode of Love and Loyalty one of these old days. We're only having episode 5, so we're on 2. Now we're going to be on 3. We just finished 2, so we're only going to 5. So maybe you'll be in one of the last 3.
If you don't mind my honesty, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, be honest. That's what we want, honesty. Well, thank you.
Might not be the church version, though.
It don't have to be the church version. This ain't all about the church, girl, Krista. All right. So thank you for being on. Peace out. Love you. Bye, guys.
Check out the Thinking Out Loud Network at thinkingoutloudnetwork.com.